now I'm not going to give you a straight answer. Fortunately, they gave me these questions, and I will be brief, but I would want to actually read. I have not read the bill that was withdrawn. I would want to actually read to see what it says, and find out exactly how overreaching or how far-reaching a sanctuary state bill was. To the extent that it devalues the value of citizenship, I would absolutely not just oppose it, but work against it. If it were, something that allowed people to be treated with respect and to provide basic human needs, food, clothing, shelter, education, I'm fine with that, whether you're a citizen or not a citizen. However, when it treats non-citizens or folks that have gotten here illegally in the exact same manner and giving them the exact same privileges that hardworking, legal citizens, whether they were born here or naturalized, I would absolutely be against that. That's the kind of thing that is just a slippery slope. What's the point of being a citizen if there's no value to being a citizen? So again, I apologize. I hadn't read the bill, but if it does that, if it just treats non-citizens and folks that are here illegally in the same manner that citizens are treated in terms of government entitlements, access to higher education, access to medical care, et cetera, where we all pay for those things, I would be against it.
And they had pictures that the inmates were drawing, and you could see they were posting, they were drawing like there's gangs have pictures that they draw that identify their gangs. So there were pictures all over the wall, and then they had a map with little pins on every place where a gang person had been located. They knew where that place was. There were pins everywhere, even in Potomac, of gang members. So that just told me right there in 2013, oh my goodness, we have a problem here, and it's just getting worse and worse. And when I was in the BTA, working at the county level, I was the Vice President of Educational Issues, and also I had been the Health and Safety Chair. And I remember a dad called me, and he was Hispanic, and he said his child was afraid to go to the bathroom at Rockville High School because the gangs were going after him in the bathroom. And they were trying to recruit him, and he was just scared, so he wasn't using the bathroom. And I emailed I said, would you like me to do something to help you out? And he's like, I don't want my name to be mentioned, but could you maybe mention to the principal that there is a gang problem in our school? So I emailed, didn't use his name. I tried to be pretty, didn't want to get him in trouble. And I said, I know there's students that are afraid to use the bathroom, and that they're concerned about the gangs. And she said, we don't have that problem at our school. We don't have gangs here. And then look what happened years later. We had there was a rape that occurred there, and and two of them, or I think both men, were undocumented immigrants. So we have a public safety problem right now. And there's murders that are occurring much more frequently. There was a county council meeting that I watched on TV, because you can watch those things from home sometimes. The chief manager was there, and the state level, I've forgotten his name, McCarthy maybe, I think his name. John McCarthy was telling them, look, we've got, I can't remember the actual number, but the numbers of murders have gone way up that are gang related in our county. And you could tell all the county councilmen's mouths were like open because they didn't know what to say, because this is something they didn't have anything to say, except later on they decided they were going to add more policemen, and that was the answer to the problem. They're not talking about sanctuary issues at all. All of our Democrats in office aren't talking about this. This is a big problem. We need to solve this problem by at least, first of all, you got to follow the law, and we're not currently cooperating fully with ICE, and we need to follow federal laws, follow ICE, and when ICE says you need to detain this person, we need to deport them, our county needs to listen. We have partial, I don't know if you can call us a fully sanctuary city right now, or sanctuary county, but they don't fully cooperate with ICE, and they need to do that. And it's a federal law.
And there's nothing in the Maryland Trust Act that has anything to do with trust. I mean, the premise of this is, if we don't ask you your legal status, then you'll tell us what's wrong. They don't ask that anyway. There's no police officer or no 911 that says, wait, stop. What's your legal status before you tell me there's a murder next door? Doesn't happen. So there's nothing in the Maryland Trust Act that does anything to help trust at all. Here's what it does do. It makes a law enforcement officer violate his oath of office. Think about that. I took an oath of office to protect and serve the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. I can't imagine somebody trying to make me violate that oath. It wouldn't be pretty. But that's what this bill does. It adds no value. Here's what it does to the illegal resident. It makes them continue to be hiding in the shadows. It does nothing to correct the problem whatsoever. You know who else is in the shadows? All of the really, really, really bad folks. Legal and illegal. And you are now made to stay in the shadows because we'll protect you. You can trust us. We have a bill. It's now a law. Sanctuary. You can trust us. To stay in the shadows. That's crap. You cannot keep people in the shadows and protect them at the same time. Those bad guys, gang members, they know who you are. They know you're not supposed to be here too. You think they're going to use that against you? And oh, by the way, use it against your family in Guatemala? They have that leverage against you, and there is no trust and no sanctuary in that bill that's going to protect you as long as we keep them in the shadows. And here's the thing about the Rockville. So some of us testified at Rockville when they decided to provide sanctuary, right? So in the military, we have task condition standard. We have accountability. We know what success looks like. So what's success look like in sanctuary in Rockville? Do you know? You know what standards they've set? You know what the crime rate was before they decided to be a sanctuary city? Oh, do they publish what it is now? Are they going to publish what those criteria are? How do you know if it's successful? In the military, we have a standard. You either fail, you meet it, or you exceed it. Those are the types of things that have to be attached to these policies. If you establish a policy like that, you need to identify what success looks like. And somewhere, as you're watching that data, if it goes up, you got to say, whoa, we made the wrong decision. Hey, I'm open to the chance that sanctuary cities are the best thing since sliced bread. You show me the data, you set the standard, and let's watch it. Let's see what happens. Maybe the crime rate goes way down. I'm guessing it doesn't. And you guys know it doesn't. So we need that accountability. We need that transparency. And we don't need anything that gives people a false sense of security or sanctuary or trust that doesn't exist.